Welcome back to Candy's Art World. I'm Candy, and today we're going to do one of my favorite kinds of fish, a betta fish. We're going to use Arteza brush pens and color pencils. I'll be doing the background completely black with the Arteza brush pen. I'll do the underpainting of the betta fish with the Arteza brush pens. Use water to blend it out, and then I will go over it with my Prismacolor color pencils. The good thing about betta fish, they come in all sorts of colors, so when you do your betta fish, pick whatever colors you like. I do suggest finding a reference photo of a betta fish to kind of go off of so you can see how their body's moving. But if you're really good, you can probably go off memory, but I personally like to use a reference. The reference I used for my betta fish happened to be a purple betta fish. I changed the colors because I wanted mine to be a nice soft pastel with greens and pinks, peaches, a little bit of purple, but betta fish come in all kinds of colors, so you can pick whatever color you want for your betta fish. And here I am using the black Arteza brush pen. These brush pens are pretty awesome because they come to a really fine point, and it's real bristles on there like a paintbrush, not a nib that's normally on a marker. And these are water soluble, so you lay some down and you want to blend it out, you just use a water brush pen or just a brush and some water, and you can blend them out pretty nicely. And here I am putting in some shadows on my betta fish. I had a betta fish for I think about 6 years, 6 or 8 years. Her name was Betty the betta. Was sad when she went, but she was a beautiful fish. She was mostly white with a tiny bit of purple. I don't know if it's usually the females that are less colorful and maybe the males are more colorful, kind of like in the birds. I don't know if that's how that works, but I think I've heard in some places that they tend to pick up the colors of their surroundings, so if you put a lot of colorful rocks in with, they change colors. But I had her for a really long time, and she had a lot of colorful rocks and she didn't change colors, so I don't know, maybe that has to happen when they're first hatched or something. Or maybe she didn't because she's a female and they try not to stand out. They can do okay in a fish bowl, but almost all fish do much better if you have like a bubble bar or something like that that oxygenates the water. So we had ours in a little tank. It was a cylinder tank, and the bubble bar dropped down the middle and added bubbles to the water. And you can't put two betta fish together because they will end up fighting, which is kind of sad because you want your fish to have a fish friend, but not these kind of fish. Here I am laying down color pencil on the Betta. I use mostly like the side of the pencil lead. It gets you a little bit more coverage. And then when you need fine detail, you pick up the pencil to the point of the pencil. And don't press hard or you'll dent your paper. Go in light layers, lots of layers, but don't press hard. And then use odorless mineral spirits to blend out the color pencil. Thankfully the water pens or the Arteza brush pens, they don't really get activated from the odorless mineral spirits, so it didn't end up picking up the stuff I had laid down before I started the color pencil, so they layer well together. You don't have to worry about messing up the background blending out the color pencil. Here I am adding a little bit more shadow and shading to the fish. And a little scale details. I hope you enjoyed watching. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Have a great day.